So now we've gotten a little more clarity about your primary measures of success, and you should have done some of the big thinking about how you should be spending your time ideally. But I'll tell you, there is no substitute for collecting actual data. This is a really important step, and I don't want you to skip it. I can almost guarantee that when you actually do this exercise I'm going to introduce, you'll be shocked at the results. So what is this? I call this the TIE tracker, and it stands for time, impact, and energy. You can download it on this page, and all the instructions are here. This is a little tracker that I want you to use for a day or two to get a real sense of how you spend your time. It's kind of like the insight you get when you write down everything you eat and you look back and you go, whoa, did I eat that whole bag of chocolate chips? That might just be me. So let's walk through this together. So I'm going to show you this form. It's 3 pages. And basically what I want you to do each day is print out this second page and make several copies, and then take a time chunk that's like, I don't know, half an hour at a time or 15 minutes or even 10 minutes, and write down the time that you start, the activity, your energy scale before and after, like how energetic are you when you start the activity and when it's over, and the impact of that activity, like of everything you could be doing. Is that a high impact activity that's getting you to your most important outcomes? That's what you want to put in this last impact column. It starts here with a sleep assessment at the top because we want to know how you slept and how many hours, for example, and that might affect, and a mood assessment so that you can put all of that together in the end, all that data together. So if you just use this for a couple of days, even a half a day, you can get some amazing insight from it. I had a client who kind of resisted it, and he was getting overwhelmed. Eventually, he picked the thing up and he started working with it. And next time I saw him, he brought me stacks of paper. He goes, I get interrupted every 3 minutes. And truly, when you looked at his TIE tracker, it was amazing. Unbelievable how many times he would get interrupted. And so the problem was he was getting so burned out. He could never finish a project, much less a thought or practically a sentence, without being derailed by something. He always knew his job felt urgent, but when he saw that actual data, it really made him see that this train was going to wreck, right? The situation was not allowing him to be the leader that he needed to be. It wasn't allowing him to demonstrate his competence. So he thought he was doing what he should be doing, but then he saw evidence of the patterns, and he saw a person who was like not even getting his role done, right? He was in charge of this department, and he was constantly being distracted, and he was actually almost on the verge of failure. And this tracking sheet changed his approach immediately. He told his team what he had discovered. He started protecting time on his calendar to work on his most important priorities. He started developing his team so that they could do more of what they needed to do without interrupting him. And he spent 30 minutes every afternoon building automation and systems. Basically, he took control back of his day and his life. And honestly, last time I checked with him, he had advanced to very high levels of leadership. He figured it out by actually using this tool, that if he wanted to be successful, he needed to stop acting like this was a practice drill, right? Every day, he was either proving that he was leadership material, or he was proving that he wasn't able to get his time together. So I hope that this form is going to help you see how you actually spend your time and get really committed to understanding what's really happening. Because if you don't take control of this, other things will. Your exhaustion, sometimes your health. We don't want that. So take a little time, do your TIE tracker, and let me know how it goes. I want to see your comments down below. As always, I want to know what kind of patterns you're seeing and what you're going to do about it.